gentlemen in the underground sound scene, talking about music and the lifestyle we dream. Sipping on champagne, living in style, underground penthouse where we reconcile, discussing the good, the bad, the true. Underground music, what it means to you, breaking down the beats, dissecting the rhymes, spreading the love, one verse at a time. In our tuxedo, stepping out on the town, underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground spot. Tuxedo, stepping out on the town, underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground spot.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. What's up, everybody? How are y'all doing? It is great to be here once again. Underground Penthouse, episode 11. How y'all doing out there? What's up, y'all?
We're here.
Let's get these claps out of there, because they is out there fooling in the crowd. What's good? I am your boy Volcano, sitting here with your boy DJ Oplex.
What's good? Happy
And
New
we
Year,
are,
y'all.
yes, Happy New Year's to everybody, for real. Clap that one up, for real. 2025. Yes, it was a long 2024. It was a great 2024. 2024 brought us a whole lot of good things. One, this podcast that we are a part of. Clap it up for that.
Facts.
The Lions has been going ham right now.
Let's get right to it, man.
Yes, the Lions.
Are we diving right into it?
Oh, we are diving. We are definitely diving, because coming up, dun dun dun. I wish I had the music and everything to play, man, because it is definitely showtime. The Lions are 14-2. Also, the Minnesota Vikings are 14-2. And now they're coming and finally meeting, and the bye week, the number one seed is up for grabs.
The facts.
And if they don't get it, they go all the way down to 5. I don't even know if I want to clap for that one or what, but
yeah, I wasn't even aware of that. That we drop to 5 if we don't win.
Yes. So that's the thing. If the winner moves on to be the number one seed, the loser moves down to be the number 5 seed. And that means that the winner is the one that ends up with the bye week, which, Lord knows, we need a break. Because these boys is hurting.
Facts.
These boys is hurting. These boys is beat up. They battered. They bruised, but they still fighting. They are still going in there, and they are still making it happen the way it should be.
It's something about the offense.
Yes,
that is really remarkable.
Yes, the offense is stellar. The offense is I mean, regardless of how many times they get scored on, they still score.
They have a way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Laporta has stepped up so much these last 4 games. And it's just, Jameson, it's just when you think we're down, man, that offense goes into the left lane and hits the gas super hard.
Man, I see them. See, the cool thing about watching them also is they go for it when you don't expect them to go for it.
This is very true.
They pull off trick plays that they're actually capable of pulling off. It's not like they execute them. They hit them. And I don't. I've seen each time, each one. It's like, man, like they did that like out of nowhere. Now, don't get me wrong. They're not 100% perfect. Some of the things they kind of flub. Some of the things don't go exactly the way that they wanted to. But when it does, it's genius. And it's one of those scenarios. It's like if you get it, then oh my God, that was the greatest thing you ever did. If you did, it's like if you don't, it's like oh my God, why'd you even try that?
Yeah.
You might as well even go for it.
Right.
And what's cool is you're starting to see other teams picking up and trying to mimic, but they ain't like us. They not.
Man. Yeah, I think it's a certain mind state that comes with that. It's calculated, right?
Right.
Mitigating the risk. I think that's happening on the practice field, right? They have to be preparing for these high pressure situations, Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
Because they're way too consistent in performing well in those kind of conditions. I don't think it's just randomly happening at this point. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think so either. I think that I really feel and believe that this team is really ready and able to go hard for the coach, for the city, for everything that they're standing for, and for their record. I mean, you gotta look at the dark shadow that has been over the Lions for the longest, and now we finally getting the chance to go ahead and shoot our shot. We made it all the way up to the conference finals last year. Now we got a chance to do such again. You know what I mean?
Yep, here we go.
So why not shoot for it? Why not go for the goal? Unfortunately, we got some hurt guys, but we got some coming back. I'm hearing there's some other moves and everything talking about being made. What's the guy that used to Teddy Bridgewater?
Okay.
They're talking about Bridgewater coming back. Not to say anything bad about Hooker.
Right.
But just more so to make sure, like, hey, if we need backup, we got backup.
Yeah.
And we got backup that is definitely good backup. That is seasoned, knows what he's doing in this particular time backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not.
I think we got this game. I think we got this game. We already beat them there in Minnesota.
Yes.
I think it's just going to be hard to beat us, man. We know what's on the line. Every win that we've done, I think for the last 5-6 weeks, we're breaking records every time we win. And this by far would be the biggest feat yet, right? You know what I mean? To win the conference again and get the number one spot.
Yes.
And have that bye week. Maybe. Yes.
And I think when we played the Bills, that was a gift and a curse. That I think what it did was it brought, and Dan and Campbell has said this also, it brought that feeling of knowing that you're behind the gun back.
Yeah.
Because they was on top of the world. They was feeling good. Everybody, the spotlight is on them. Everybody loves them. People are going everywhere chanting Jared Goff, chanting your quarterback's name, and then it comes down to where you finally get bit.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, we not indestructible.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We can get touched. And you realize that and you go back to it. It's like, you know what? Let's get back on the ball because I wouldn't want to feel that again. I mean, if I'm winning all the time, if I'm consistently winning, I don't want to lose. So that's why it's like, they lost one game. And it's almost as if everybody like fell apart. Like, oh my God, they lost to the Bills. It's one game.
Yeah.
But that, just the same way we felt, you got to understand the same way that they felt going through it. They're the ones that's out there on that field.
Facts.
This is like a chess game. Oh man, I had something for this once before. Well, I wanted to speak on this subject before. It's. I think I did when I was speaking about Did you ever see the show? It's on Netflix. The show about the Lakers.
Yes.
You did see that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Was it The Last Dance?
Not The Last Dance. It was
Jordan. My bad.
It was
I
the
know
one
you're talking about.
It was the
but
one
yes.
with my man's from
I saw it.
he was playing Jerry Buss.
Yeah.
It went back through their whole lifestyle with Magic and how the whole thing came together.
Through the whole family, yeah.
Yeah. So what I was watching was in the episodes how it came down to where LA was going against Boston.
Okay.
And the feud that was happening with that, like we're in the stands, we're on the TV watching, but it's a difference when you're one of the pieces on the board. You know what I'm saying? When you're the actual piece that's out there on the board, your mindset is completely different. Like, we just watching the game, but to them, this is war.
Right.
They the ones out here getting battered and bruised and beat up and all the rest of the stuff, and we just sitting back watching, yelling and screaming, like, go ahead, go. So it's amazing the mentality that has to go into it for every move, for every play, for every preparation, for every person that you put in, every second, every minute, every inch, every bit of it. It all matters. And I think in this game it's all going to matter.
Yeah.
And they
you
know
gotta
that.
leave it all on the field.
And you got to leave it all on the field, and we're going to have to take it and roll with it however it goes. But my money is on Detroit. Just
to say, same here.
Yes, because I have to be. There's no other way to go to it.
All right, man, we got a new year. I mean, it's fair to look back in terms of hip-hop and discuss what happened last year. Culture talk, let's get into it. A lot of people saying that the hip-hop OGs balanced out arguably a rough year in hip-hop. OGs being Ghostface, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Redman. So we got some more in there.
Yeah, LL.
LL, yes.
You got Eminem dropped this year.
Yep.
So, I mean, all the mentions and everything that you'll see. Future dropped the album. Eminem dropped the album. Let's see. Ghostface, you mentioned him already.
Yep.
Redman just came out at the end of the year.
Muddy Waters
just dropped his.
Yep.
Muddy Waters 2. You got Ice Cube dropped an album. Snoop, you mentioned that one. Snoop and Dre.
Yeah. Daz dropped the album.
Daz dropped the album. Okay, I wasn't even hip to that one. Rakim, he dropped the album.
Okay.
So you got the OGs, the legends, all stepped up and was like, we dropping. And you see more of them dropping out albums than you saw the young cats.
It did seem like it was a busier year for the veterans.
I mean, outside of you, and shout out to the ladies, from Meg and Glow to Lotto.
Absolutely.
They got theirs that dropped out there also. Shout out to the ladies for representing, because a good amount of the hip hop that you've been hearing as of late has been from the ladies.
Yeah.
That's really been stealing the show. I can't tell you exactly who out of the fellas outside of Kendrick that really dropped the album this year. Maybe I can pull it up. Maybe I can look and see. Rap albums that released.
Yeah, I mean it was. I mean Tyler came in, within the last probably 2 months here and dropped one. And
yes,
it's good. It's
Chromacopia.
good
I'm feeling Chromacopia. Let's see. Everybody Can't Go, which was, you got Eminem, you got Kendrick, you got J. Cole, Lil Durk, Ice Spice. Goes without mentioning. Hold on. Let me refine my search.
Shouts out to Ice Spice.
Man, she mini spice. She mini spice right now. She didn't dropped all the. Yeah.
She has a whole clone out there. Like there's another artist that's I think you saw that on FB. There's another artist that's totally cloning her down to her voice.
I did see that. I think you showed me that. I was mad that I seen that, and
it was quite remarkable.
Yeah, it was. She was definitely a clone.
It was impressive.
She was definitely a clone, and the sad thing is, if you're cloning a bad thing, is it really good? I mean, if it's already bad enough.
If you nail, like if when a comedian imitates another comedian or somebody else, even if that person sucks, if they imitate him so well, the comedian kind of ends up winning.
It kind of does. You kind of do. I mean, because if somebody does a good enough Ari Spears, then Ari Spears wins. You know what I mean?
Exactly right.
So the Ice Spice clones they could have kept, but it's not making it no. It's not making it no better to me.
It's not it.
It's not making it no better to me. In all honesty,
That's not where it's at.
Chromacopia dropped out this year. Blue Lips is Schoolboy Q. Soul Burger, that was from Ab Soul. Let's see, Lil Uzi Vert, really didn't care. King of Mischievous, Denzel Curry.
Denzel Curry's project was solid. I heard that one. It was solid.
I didn't listen to that one, so I haven't heard it. Future, he dropped his album.
Not a fan.
Rich Hacks, Rich Ass Haitian, which is Mock Homie.
His name is racist.
Rapper Mock Homie.
He has some fire. He's dope. Mock Homie is dope.
Okay, I haven't heard him.
Yeah, that's just like real boom bap, gritty hip hop. Really good stuff.
YS came with Vultures. I Lay Down My Life for You, which was by JPEG Mafia. Haven't heard of him.
So
Everybody Can't Go is Benny the Butcher. So I mean, but outside of that, you had the Ghostface album that dropped, like we mentioned. Like a lot of these, you're sitting there looking at, and it's probably on me because I'm like, I haven't heard it. Didn't even know it existed. Didn't even know it came out. Was it any good? You told me. Did you hear the Benny the Butcher? Did you know it even came out?
Yeah, I did listen. That was earlier in the year. It was solid. It was solid.
Okay, so but of that, the ones that actually got the major spotlight was the old school rap artists. You know what I'm saying? From your, let's see, more items. Let me see. I'm looking at it. Staff list. Bodie James,
I definitely
Corday.
feel like LL definitely got flowers for his project.
I think he did. But see, the sad part is, as good as each one of the albums were, just like they were saying that the Red Man album, the Missionary album by Snoop was not getting the plug that it needs to get.
It did not resonate with the masses at all.
No.
You know, I think they said it debuted at 20 on the Hot 100, which is relatively very low for, you know, that kind of star power.
Right. The Common and Pete Rock album came out this year.
That did come out. I think ultimately we have to give that album. We have to. I respect it. I honor it. I mean, it's. I think it's a good album. I don't think it's anything to rant or rave about.
No.
It's some really good tracks on there, and then it's a lot of typical what I would expect, you know, from Pete Rock and Common.
So, of all of these that came out, you have, of course, the GNX album that came and shocked the world, and just came out of nowhere and pretty much just slapped everybody in the face. Yeah, and hands down, I feel like it should get album of the year.
GNX.
I feel like GNX should get album of the year, and I felt that way for a good part of the year until Muddy Waters dropped.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Until Muddy Waters came out, Then
I haven't heard the whole album. I heard about 5 tracks. Super solid.
32.
It just felt like he never left.
No, it wasn't, and it went right back to where he was. It went back to where he left off. Like it didn't. I don't know if you heard some of the ones like he did with Gilla House and some of the other albums. Like after, I think the last full length that I really listened to that he did was Malpractice, which was a long album that had a bunch of tracks and everything on it, a bunch of sketches and skits, which were all hilarious. The music and everything was dope. The production was dope. And then he comes back again and does this. In a world where you have the GNX album that drops and it's a rebound directly off of one of the biggest battles that we done seen, between him and Drake, which, mind you, Drake has not dropped the album whatsoever this year.
No.
So
he lost the battle, did not drop an album. It's just the reality of it. It's just the Penthouse, man. What are we supposed to tell him? It's 2025.
We're here to report the facts.
That's it, man.
It's 2025, and we heard nothing from Rainbow Sugar.
The Rainbow Sugar.
All right. One Guandalala, he dropped that. Man, that's messed up. But what we talking about here is the OGs showed up and showed out, and Redman pulled up the end of the year, Christmas time, and just hit us in the face with it. Now, again, like I said, I was all over GNX. I loved it. I listened to it a bunch of times. My thing is, I felt like GNX was too short.
Okay.
I felt like it had some holes and everything missing. I know a friend of mine who listened to the Muddy Waters and was like, "Yo, the Muddy Waters album is great." I'm like, I feel you. It is. It's incredible. I listened to the Kendrick. I didn't really like it. See, the thing is,
okay.
And am I doing a precursor? Am I too far ahead of myself with what I'm about to say here, or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me holster this because I don't want to take it in the direction that I want to take it. Let me holster this for
Easy
a
on
moment.
the throttle. Easy on the throttle.
Yeah. I don't want to do because I'm known to do that. I'm known to do that before.
It happens.
Beforehand. Let's just say that the OG showed up and showed out, and hold that comment because we gonna come back to that one. And I'm going to slap y'all in the face with the rest of what I got to say.
I think that's what's up. That's what's up. Shout out to all the people. Happy New Year to y'all. If y'all tapping in, we appreciate y'all.
Yes.
For tapping in, yo. Episode 11, we are here. Culture Talk. All right, let's get right to it, man. This right here may be better than a great debate. Holiday season, people have a lot of time to watch TV. And I know some of my good people had Tubi on and popping over the break. Did you partake in any Tubi watching?
Absolutely not.
No?
Me? You're asking me?
I'm asking you.
Absolutely not.
Round of applause for making it through the holidays.
I don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Because go ahead. I'm gonna let you work.
That's fair. What about BET?
Absolutely not.
Okay, no BET.
Oh wait. Well, because okay. Let me just say this. Because I have a spouse, I've seen certain things from BET. Okay. I just happen to see it.
She watches some shows, and sometimes you guys watch some Tyler Perry or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I happen to catch it and walk in the room like, oh, and That's where we at. All right.
Yo. All right. So that brings me back to the point. It's overall the kind of content that we're seeing on Tubi. First off, why is there such a high demand or high quantity of guns, sex, drugs, black films, Tubi?
Because that's where it can go and flourish, and that's where you can see it. Like that's not. Oh.
No. What I'm saying is I don't see a movie just about a low budget movie. The movie it probably costs like $100 to cut this movie.
Yes,
it can be about a teacher that's just loving her job and being a single mom and being a great teacher. I don't see those kind of films, positive films on Tubi.
Now, but see, that's the thing. It begs the question: is this the movies and shows that we want to make, or is this the shows that we want to see? Because that's the thing. It's like you gotta figure that part of it out. Like they making them for a reason. They making them because somebody watching them. And unfortunately, it's us. So that's why we keep making. And it's always the same film. Like they got some goofball playing a cop. They got some they got somebody that we know ain't gangster playing the dope man. They got like it's just
the acting.
The acting is poor. Like they have scenes, because they're not shooting it all on the same day. So. This day, my man's wore this shirt. And then they came back and did the rest of the take on a different day. And my man ain't got the same shirt. There's no continuity. There's no nothing. There's too many pauses. Mike's hanging down in, man, dog. This happens on Tubi, cuz. Like, that's what you had. That's what you get.
Is this the kind of content? But I don't know how this works behind the scenes. Tubi has the platform. They are obviously black and brown friendly.
You be in the middle of the movie and. Nah, man. My bad. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
What I'm saying is there a hidden agenda with Tubi where maybe we are submitting independent films that display the culture in a positive light and they're not playing it? Or do they have this open platform, obviously friendly to the culture, and all we're really giving them is a bunch of dope boy, bootleg thrillers and pretty much... I don't.
It's the latter. Is that what you just said? Because it's not like they take and these are the featured movies on Tubi. Tubi has like a whole bunch of different shows. They got a whole bunch of stuff almost like regular TV. But if you search for it, like BET After Dark, you can find these ratchet movies that some of these folks then took and put on there. And all they probably paid a couple dollars. They got it listed on there. And if you want to find it, they can send their people there to find it. It just gives them, it's just like YouTube. It's just like Facebook. Do you really get mad at the machine or do you get mad at the user using the machine? You see what I'm saying? If you at work and a high-low is just supposed to pick things up, put things down, and lift it up, that's what it's supposed to do. But if somebody on the high-low doing donut, like that's his fault. It's not the high-low.
Speaking of doing too much at the job, you ever see that clip on social media? And it's like the guy that's helping the airplane, and he's got like the two little lights.
The little lights and
They
stuff.
get to doing too much, bro.
Doing way too much. That's him. He's got a format. He's got something he's supposed to do. And this nigga decide, because he in the code, he want to be out there like Turbo off of braking. Duh.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the whole part of it. We are making the ratchet stuff because we are entertained by ratchet stuff, and we don't know no better. Like, sit us down and say, okay, man, it's been too many of these times, man. Why this scene? Like, yeah, man, I want you to be in this movie I'm doing. Okay, what you want me to be? I want you to play a cop. Nah, I don't want. Why? Why? Why do I have to keep being a cop? Like, why is that the police? No, I don't want to do that. Or I want you to be a rapper. No, can I be a doctor? Like, can I be a something? Can I be,
So I guess what we're saying in short is that it's not a good look.
No, neither one of them is. BET, Tubi, both of okay. Listen. Tyler Perry has a chokehold on BET. I'm saying it. And Tubi is just Tyler Perry light. I think what it is I think all this stuff is a scam. Even the YouTube stuff. Like, you see the YouTube videos, like, why you ain't gonna pay for your son? You gonna go and buy all the rest? You gonna buy your kids some McDonald's, but you ain't gonna buy none of the rest of these kids no McDonald's? That's not real, son. These are sketches. I be going nutty on the comments on YouTube videos, like, who is writing these sketches? Like, I think Tyler Perry is sending out his drones and people to make up these bullcrap ass videos and put them on YouTube just to test them out before they go to BET.
Before they hit the big.
Have you seen some of the show? Man, dog, there's this show called The Oval. Oh my God.
I've seen trailers of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Uber trash. The other one, it's some kind of combine or something like that, man. It's you know what? Let me not even say it's trash. Let me just say that the acting is poor.
Okay.
That's really what does it. The acting is so poor.
And this is on the BET level.
This is on BET level even. The acting is so poor.
B-roll stuff.
Yes, and nobody is stopping it like, hey, do that again. Hit that again. Because there's no time. There's no time. The storylines is all the same. And then what trips me out is we know it's Tyler Perry doing it. Dog, you went from making like what is it? Church plays. Half of the people that you got in your half of the people that you got straight up church folks acting like ratchet people. No. like whoa, what part of the game is this?
I just think it's interesting, like what when we do have some controls on our content, what we decide to put out there.
Hey, I'm tired of the crazy stalker girlfriend, psycho chick that kidnapped the dude who clueless to the situation. Yes, exactly. Young Nate, man, you hit the thing right on the damn nose. Yes, it is that. Over and over and over. Man, dog, they got shows about strippers. They got shows about just the Mia Culpa was trash. Like, oh man, if you run down each one of the movies that he did, I get why people pay attention to it. They like, I'm a supporting because of who he is. But man, if you get down to the actual factual crust of the show, man, that shit.
well, again, it's snow in the bluff.
Yes. Okay.
For example, let's take a trip back in the culture.
Okay.
This was the Blair Witch Project
in the hood.
In the hood. The culture ate it up like bubble gum, bro.
Yes, I gotta find that video, man. Hold on, keep talking, because I gotta see if that let me see if.
And here's the thing. At the end of Snow in the Bluff, I was legitimately thinking that really went down, bro.
I was also.
That's what actually made that one I hate to do this. Round of applause for Snow in the Bluff. He pulled that off.
Yes. Now
the problem is when it goes outside the culture.
Yes, so that's what I'm about to get to, and I'm glad we spoke on this a little bit, but this is what I want to get to, because you got to pay attention to where this goes and how it's looked at, and how it's seen, and who's seeing it. Because once it's out there, it's public knowledge. Anybody can go ahead, take it, grab it, and do what they want to. I felt some kind of way because I seen this old couple, this old like 70-year-old white couple talking about Snow on the Bluff. And they watched it as if like, oh, I was highly entertained by it. Like, how? Like, what is it about it that, like, why, hold up. Yo. Why are you watching this?
Why?
You know what I'm saying? This is like National Geographic to somebody like you. So why are you watching a show like this? Like, you don't relate to this. You ain't never lived that lifestyle. You not in the hood. I never see the need to even watch it. Like, you're not in the hood. You're not doing any of these typical and particular things to even make you say like, hey, I understand why I watched it, because I know people like him. I've seen folks like him. I you know what I'm saying, ratchet out here, out the box, nutty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can relate to it in that manner. But y'all, come on, man. Like, no.
That's no context. They have no context at all, bro.
So for you to be commenting on it, I mean, of course you have the full right to comment on it. That's your thing. But at the same time, I feel some kind of way when it's folks such as yourself commenting on it, Snow on the Bluff, because it's just as if me. Now, did you see? I might have tried to share a link with you. It's oh man, I keep forgetting the name. The Wild Whites of West Virginia. Did you see this? Did you see this show?
I didn't hit the link.
The Wild White.
The title, the name is off the charts.
Yes, The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Like, dog, and this is a whole family. I think their last name is called the Whites. They doing dope. They selling dope. They shooting each other. They doing all this. So it's almost as if I watched that. Yeah. And I, as an old, picture me, 70-year-old me watching that, like, oh, I'm highly entertained by that. I was enjoying that one because, it took me back to the days of, no, it don't take me back to no days of nothing because I didn't live that. You see what I'm saying? I didn't see that. So now, you muted. So now, you got to pay attention to the direction that it actually goes into, because now you're going to get critiqued, and we're going to get critiqued at the same time, because people start looking at the same stuff that they looking at, and they like, oh, well, this is how they are?
Yeah, and with no context. I mean, the whole culture's doomed.
Yes. Now, spin this back to Dre, because Dre said this you heard the Compton album, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so on the Compton album, this is a song where the song's called Animals. And Anderson .Paak says on the chorus, he said, please don't come around this part and tell us that we're all a bunch of animals when the only time you want to turn the cameras on is when we tearing stuff up. I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he actually said. The only time that y'all actually get a chance, an opportunity to view us, is when we tearing stuff down and tearing stuff apart because something that went wrong and now we want to rebel against it. Any other time we doing something good, any other time we looking great, any other time we doing something positive, all that stuff gets overshadowed by a Tubi movie, by a BET show, by Snow on the Bluff. And then we get these folks looking at it like, oh, I was highly entertained by this one because of the fact that I get to see what it's like in black culture. That ain't 100%. Man, that's one fool out of thousands and millions and everything. And we get judged off of that. That's a problem, yo.
Well, and I think the same thing goes for hip hop, and I think that's why we kind of cringe at Sexy Red, it's not. I mean, she's not. She's being a hood girl, and we have Sexy Reds exist, right? It's just the fact that it's being put up on the pedestal.
Now, it is the fact that it's being put up on the pedestal. But the thing is, I can understand if you're going to be ratchet. 2 Live Crew is the epitome of ratchet. All right?
Absolute ratchet.
3-6 Mafia is the overall, like, they running neck and neck with, you know, one was just nasty and one was just like dog, just super gangster.
Yeah.
Sexy Red is trash and she ratchet. Like, I can see if she actually had talent and was ratchet. She don't.
True.
She, ooh, baby. This is what you get.
Yeah, you get.
She's a clown. That's all she is. I've called her the Joker before. She's the Joker. She's a clown. She has no talent. She has no class. She has none of the things that actually it takes to be like an upstanding human being. And they throw it out there and everybody just, it's something to laugh at. If you notice, when she went ahead and tried to get her own tour, she wasn't able to sell enough because the numbers don't lie. Finally,
No, I mean, you're absolutely right.
Finally, the folks stood up and said, I'm not paying money to go see that.
Well, I think she was the flash in the pan. I mean, I think when we first saw her, we knew she wasn't. It's not sustainable. She's not going to be as relevant. I mean, her popularity is already decreasing as we speak.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't like Glorilla when she first came out. I couldn't stand Glorilla. I couldn't get with it, man.
The thing about like one of my pet peeves about Glorilla is whoever is telling her to do the who like 50 times a song.
Yeah,
I actually think it's a good ad lib. Your name's Glorilla, so I gotta get the who.
Yeah, I mean every rapper gotta have they background noise and they sound to make their character. Ice Cube for a while, like just like what did you do? Like he probably did that one time on the track. Was like, hey, stick with that. Just like Mystical, like he got that in the background. Jeezy, yeah. It's just a bunch of niggas making noises and stuff in the background. They gotta do it.
You gotta do it. It is part of hip hop.
Yeah, it's a part of it. Like, so you gon' rap and she, you gon' say what you gotta do, and you got a cool sound effect to throw in with it that people just like Biggie, it just Ross, everybody got to have something and they use it. And for her is that mush mouth ass sound of hers that I did not originally like. She grew on me. Like, the cool thing is they got the right machine behind Glorilla to actually start giving her the production that she needs, to give her the songs and stuff that she needs, and to give her the plugs and the promotion that she needs to help her stand out. Is like, hey, I'm a little ratchet, but I do have talent.
Yeah.
Okay, give that to Sexy Red. The thing is, you can't. She's uncoachable. She's stuck in that method of she just can't do it. She needs proper, just a whole lot of training, but she ain't gonna take it. She don't need it. She feel like she don't need it.
And I think she's doomed. I mean, if she tries to turn around now and be somewhat of a good girl, it's just not gonna work.
No. The same thing with Ice Spice. You can keep her. I'm sorry. Like, she should have stayed thick, because that was the only thing that I was going for. Every time you seen one, I'm for real. Every time you seen one of her shows, everybody would just sit there, and then she turn around. Oh, and she turned back around. Then she turned around, twerk again. Yay! And that's the. So she lost all the weight. Now she's just like bony as.
It's unfortunate. So we'll chalk Tubi and BET not being a good look up for the culture.
No, Tubi and BET is not a good look for a culture. I mean, it's almost. I feel I feel about Tubi and BET the same way I feel about Lifetime. Like I'm sorry, I don't need to see Christmas 24/7. I don't need to see like it be the same. My mama watched that stuff all the time, and I swear on everything they the same shows. Somebody, it's like two people. They started off as friends, and then they broke away, and one moved off to become a lawyer. And then he comes back to this little small town that they lived in, and they happen to bump back into the old friend because he was chasing the dog or something like that. And then he run back into her, and she's like the doctor at the vet. And then they get back. But it just so happens that she's involved with somebody, and she don't like him. And he got somebody back home, and he don't like her. And then they end up talking with each other and rekindling the past. The next thing you know, the mama and the granddaddy and the family steps in like, oh, y'all back together? And then they get back together, and then they end up falling out. And they're like, I don't want to go back to work. I just want to be with you. It's the same shit.
It's just that serious love. Just like straight drowning.
Dog, it's nails on
when
the
it's so good, you don't want to go to work. Round of applause for that, bro.
Yes,
I don't know if I've ever had it that good.
And then it's the same. It's the same thing on the Tubi movies and everything that we have. Somebody's gonna get jacked. Somebody's gonna get robbed. Somebody's gonna get smoked. Some cop is gonna come in and fumble the whole plot. Somebody is trying to do, sleeping around. It's all the same shit. It's just a different color tone. I'm straight. I'm straight.
All right, let's get into this great debate, man. We were talking about Kendrick Lamar. You were saying GNX is one of those albums. Feel like it arguably the best album of last year. But back to what you were saying about the homie that liked Redman's album, Muddy Waters 2, but wasn't feeling GNX. Are we at a point to where Kendrick, him being the kind of artist that he is the hate valid that sometimes he's so complicated that he can go over people's heads, i.e. he doesn't resonate in certain areas, certain demographics of the culture? Is the Kendrick hate valid?
Yes and no. Here's why I say yes, because here's why. Let me say why I say no first. Because if you're a true blue Kendrick fan, you've been listening to him from Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, the Untitled album, all the rest of the stuff. You heard all the stuff that he's done. And if you notice and recognize that each one of those albums chronicles and highlights a certain specific time of his life. So you go from Section 80, then you go to Good Kid, Mad City. And at the end of Good Kid, Mad City, he's now linked up with Dre. He done had a whole escapade of things that then went on in Good Kid, Mad City alone. It's like watching a TV show. So then you go on from there to Pimp a Butterfly. That's another show. That's another season. It's like his albums are like season after season of his life. So if you're at this, and we, the listeners, the ones that actually like him and follow him, like, oh my God, this is great.
Right.
We picking it up. Like, it don't matter the double entendres. We picking it up. We hearing it. We seeing it. We noticing it. But if you get somebody that picked him up for the first time and turned it on and listen, and it's like, what the hell is this? What is he talking about? Where is he going? What does he mean? What is that? Like, hold on, I gotta read this. I gotta understand this. Like, give me a dictionary. Let me figure this part of it out. Like, where's this like tying into? Who is he talking about?
Hip hop, right?
That is a part of hip hop, but it's almost like you. That's almost like if you picked up and started watching Game of Thrones at the last season.
Gotcha. Okay. I feel what you're saying.
You have no clue what's going on. Yeah. You don't have nothing that is to reference, to go off of, to know like where he been, where is that, who is this character. Somebody got to sit down and tell you about the whole thing before you can even really fully absorb it. So the only things you do really absorb, the common listener, is songs like "They Not Like Us," "They Not Like Us," "They Not Like Us," like you know what I'm saying, or "Squabble Up," "Squabble Up." It's simple, basic. You know, that's him dumbing himself down in some way, shape, or form to feed an agenda of beating this dude in the head or in this battle. But is he overcomplicated or is he overcomplex? No, he's not. But if you're picking up and listening to him right here, right now, and you never heard him before, you're gonna be lost. And that was my response to the same dude that was saying, like, you know, I heard the Kendrick album, I really didn't like it. You really didn't like it because you don't know the story. Yeah. You don't know the stuff. Like I got cousins, I got family, I got friends that are big time fans and listeners to this band called Coheed and Cambria. Okay. And I clown them all the time because I'm like, these dudes is whack. Like the lead singer is a man, he sounds like a woman. And like I really don't understand and get the music. It's the same way for me because they do their albums like comic book stories. Okay. And here it is, me coming into the middle of it like, I want to understand it, I want to like it, but I don't. Right. So I'm going to clown it. I'm going to say it's trash. That's the way I actually think about it and do it. Like this is turn this crap off because that's what it is to me. Yeah. But so anybody else in that position will do the same thing I did to somebody like Kendrick, especially if they coming in not knowing the whole full story and trying to listen to his albums.
I feel you on that. And I think I don't know. I think ideally, as an artist, you probably want people to be able to grab any record that you've done and be able to kind of catch up to speed and like not feel lost.
Yeah. You do want them, but at the same time, you got to be that kind of artist. Yeah. Which is, and just get on the song and rap, which is why it's a breath of fresh air to, at the end of the year, hear this Muddy Waters 2. Yeah. Because Muddy Waters 2 is like, one, we've been, like, I'm a fan of Redman. I'm a fan of Kendrick. I'm probably more of a fan of Kendrick than I am of Redman. But, I mean, hands down, if you put G and X next to Muddy Waters has the music, Muddy Waters has the lyrics, Muddy Waters has the nostalgia, Muddy Waters has the features. Now, it does not have the top song of the year like Squabble Up or you know, the stuff that's really been banging in the club. It does not have that. GNX has that. GNX has the reigning champion of the last biggest battle possible in Kendrick. Yeah. Fact. GNX has that. But Redman, you got a legendary artist who's been out here rocking ever since Biggie, Meth, and all the rest of the stuff. So, I mean, if I'm to take it, if I got to pick in between the two of them after sitting down and really fully listening to it and absorbing it just for how good the music is and you know how reputable it is and me coming into the game never hearing them before and finally hearing it, I'm going with Redman Muddy Waters.
That's what's up. That's what's up there.
That's just me. I mean, the Missionary album was great. Missionary takes a fall back because Snoop wasn't writing that shit.
You already know. It's fact.
It's Snoop. It's his voice, but Snoop ain't write that. Like this. Let's just keep it a buck. Snoop wasn't writing the lyrics. He even came on. He came on Nori's show, Drink Champs, and said, "Hey, you know, cuz, ever since Dre put me up on the fact that I can go ahead and get writers, I've been doing that stuff. I mean, I'm paraphrasing the way he said it. I'm pretty sure he said it something like this. Bow wow, you know, just that's what he did. That's what he got. Now, don't get the music was incredible. Music was great.
It's solid album.
Yeah, solid album. Missionary does not. If I'm to place top albums from this year, I'm going Muddy Waters, GNX, Missionary.
Okay.
That's where I'm going. Like musically listenable and you know for the culture and everything. That's the level I'm going. Oh, don't forget the Eminem album was in there too. So I might throw the Eminem album above Missionary actually because the Death of Slim Shady was actually pretty damn dope as well.
It was.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the awards come down to. I'm sure Kendrick gonna win it.
It did well.
The M did very good. Yeah, the M did very well. And I'm pretty sure it's going to come down to where they end up. It's going to end up probably falling in Kendrick's hand. I can tell you that much. But if me, the listener, if I'm telling you straight up and down as producer Volcano, engineer Volcano, rapper Volcano, listener Volcano, all those things hand in hand. Man, this Muddy Waters is
That's what's up. Man. Round of applause for Redman.
For real, man.
Kendrick Lamar. Muddy Waters 2, GNX.
Yes, indeed, man.
That's what's up, man. Episode 11, man.
Episode 11 is here.
2025.
Nice. Shouts out your boy Young Nate. Hey, man, shouts out to my man Tornado. He was I know what you was just going through. I know what you just went through, man. I'm glad to see everything pulled together for you. So shouts out to you. Glad to see that you're here on this one, man. And that boy used to be riddling and spitting into what am I telling him? I'm gonna hit him up with something. I ain't gonna quote all his lyrics and everything, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna mess him up. But yeah, my man's could twist, my man's could spit on that side of it too, man. But yeah, glad to see you on this side of the planet. I know and I understand. And let me say this much. This is all part of Volcano Tech Health and Audio that you're seeing this page on. Health is a 110% necessity in our culture, regardless of what we seeing on Tubi and BET and all the rest of these shows. It's definitely necessary to make sure that we keep track of the way we are and what we take in, what we're eating, and everything else. Me, myself, I got to speak for myself as well, because I'm in some ranges that I ain't got no business being in, and I know where I've been, and I know what I've seen, and I know what I'm on. So definitely it's necessary and very pertinent to make sure that we're taking care of the temple that we have, that we only get one of, and that we got to make the best out of while we have it. So I wanna say I'm on a journey. I'm on a mission. It's 2025, and I'm not doing it just because it's 2025. I'm doing this. This is because this is something that has been on my chest and been necessary for the longest. So I'm on a spiritual journey. I'm on a health journey. I'm out here. If you don't know it, but I'm back in the lab. Shouts out for that one. This next album is going to be coming and dropping this year. It is in the works. It is completely designed. It is designed up. It's just I need to put the touches on it. I need to lay stuff down. I'm putting the time and everything into it. Album is coming 2025.
That's what's up.
I'm putting the stamp on this one, and this is going to be the hit record that is necessary. And even if it doesn't, it's just because of the fact of I need to get this off. I need to make sure that this part of it happens. I need to make sure that this goes out to the folks that have been listening, and even to myself, because I get tired of hearing some of the stuff out here. I need something else to listen to. So I'm gonna make it. So if you hear the phone ring coming from me, if you out of nowhere and you happen to hear the phone ring and it's me, get your pen ready. that's
what's up.
Because that's what it's on. I'm calling all cars on this one. So get your pen ready. So that's what's up. That's what's going down, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yep. So episode 11, man. Anything you really got to say to these folks, man, before we get up out of here?
Hey, man, Plexology Chapter 3 available where you stream music at, man.
Clap it up for Plexology. That album is dope, man. Just shouts out to you for that one, man. Like it's a good vibe. It's good feeling. It's the voice and everything is smooth, man. Dog, that's a well put together project. If you haven't checked it out, if you're here, you listening to us, Make sure, was it Spotify, Tidal, all the rest of those?
Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple, it's out there.
Yeah, it's definitely out there. The Plexology Volume 3, man. I hadn't heard the previous ones, and when I heard this one, I'm like, yo, man. And see, that's what I'm talking about. Even though it's a Volume 3, I was able to pick it up and listen and not feel like I missed anything.
Yeah.
And not feel like I lost anything. That's what I'm talking about. It's even though it's a part of the saga,
right.
I shouldn't have to go back and listen to album after album just to get caught up and figure out like where we at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my feeling about it. So yeah, big shouts out to you for that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Yeah, beyond that, man, just excited about the new year. Set the Bar Make Show podcast is still going off. So if you're in the podcast, check that out. And the Underground Penthouse, man, episode 11. We doing this, man.
Yes, we are doing this. So make sure you keep up with us. We're because of the holidays, we ended up here on Fridays. Because we had Christmas and New Year's Day that fell on the typical Wednesdays that we do. So this next one we're jumping around here, but this next one we're gonna appear on a Wednesday, and we're gonna go with that one. So that's the 15th. We'll be back. January 15th. We'll be back here in the lab, and that'll be episode 12. And we're going to keep these going. We're going to make sure we get as many of these as possible in the books. Keep bringing great content. Keep bringing great information, great news, great topics. And if you got anything that, you want to be heard on here, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and make sure that you keep following us. And like the YouTube page, or like the Facebook page, whatever. If you see it and there's a name on there, tag it. Share it, spread it. Let's keep this message going. Let's keep this show going. Let's keep everything going the way it's supposed to be doing. So, for myself, Volcano, your boy DJ Oplex.
Yeah.
This is Underground Penthouse. Episode 11 is in the bag. See y'all on the 15th for episode 12. And keep it funky. And make sure you come back to us. But until that time frame, make sure you go ahead and look up. Let me go ahead and hit this, and then I'll play that music right now. Oh, hit the screen. Hit the song. Peace.
Two gentlemen in the underground sound, talking about music and the lifestyle dream. Sipping on champagne, living in style. Underground penthouse where we reconcile. Discussing the good, the bad, the true. Underground music, what it means to you. Breaking down the beats, dissecting the rhymes, spreading the love, one verse at a time. In our tuxedo, stepping out on the town. Underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight on the underground spot. Tuxedo, stepping out on the town. Underground penthouse, we hold it down. From the dim lit clubs to the streets at night, we shine a spotlight